everybody, my name is Lainey Bear 004 and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing GTA 5. What I wanted to talk about today was my personal experience with online school and really just the craziness of coronavirus. For those of you who aren't friends with me or don't follow me on social media, you may not know that I have actually been in online school since last March. When school is officially closed in I think April or May, we started online school and we didn't have Google Meets yet. We didn't have any of that. So when I was given the option to do online school for my junior year, I thought it was going to be really easy. Turns out it was not. Online school has honestly been one of the hardest things I've done. I just think personally, I don't think online school is effective. I don't think it's an effective way to learn. In the first quarter of school, I did good. I am in, I think, 4 college classes this year, and so I was in the 90s, 95, 100 range, and I was doing really well, and I was really happy with it, and I'm like, this isn't so bad. I was so wrong. After only seeing my friends once in person in October, when November rolled around, I was really depressed. I stopped talking to everyone, even my online friends I didn't talk to anymore, and I was just completely introverted. I was just going downhill mentally and physically. And that's when the straight-A student I am lost all motivation for everything. I had missing assignments. I skipped Google Meets. When I lost connection, I would just give up there and not try to get back into the Meet. Which I totally get. That's how some people are with school, but that has never been how I am with school. I used to cry when I missed an assignment. After Christmas break, I thought I would come back and be motivated, but I still didn't have any motivation for anything. I came back in January and I was just sad, and I would think I was actually worse because over Christmas break, I was unable to see my family, and that really sucked because I had not seen them since March. And to this day, I still have not seen my family since last March. I never realized how much I needed social interaction. In general, for the most part, I think I'm a fairly introverted person. I don't really like people that much. So, a year without seeing people, it didn't feel like it was that bad. But I took the PSATs in January, and going back, there was so many people excited to see me, and I was like, this is what I've been missing. I was happy for that day. I actually cried the night before the PSATs because I'm like, oh my god, everyone's gonna hate me. I haven't talked to anyone. But I felt boosted. I was excited. Like, morning announcements brought a smile to my face because I haven't heard those in so long. Then I was back in the depression era because I didn't have anything to look forward to once again. My prom was canceled. Well, everything was canceled. And there was just nothing to look forward to except senior year and major decisions that I'm going to cry over even more. Another thing I didn't realize I was missing out on was waking up early. I never thought I would miss that, but my schedule right now, as it is and as it has been, is that I don't have the first 2 periods of the day. So my day starts with 3rd period. I have college Spanish, then I have AP history, then I have AP English, and then I have 2 periods free, and then I have chemistry. So I get to wake up at like 9:11 each morning. Well, actually, I wake up at 8:30 for my class at 9:11 each morning. And all I do is I sit up in bed, put my Chromebook on a small table that I have for my bed, and then I sit there and click reload violently at the Google Meet until it starts. And then I just sit there and half pay attention and die on the inside until everything's over. So getting up early and getting dressed, getting ready for my day isn't something I've really had to do for a long time. I also never realized how much that factor of my life motivated my day. The 3rd quarter and 2nd quarter, I don't know how, but I still got actually pretty good grades. But I'm still struggling a lot mentally and again physically. I know that I'm not the same anymore. And that really it sucks. I've never been this lazy in my entire life. I've never just not wanted to do anything. And that's at the point in my life that I'm at right now, which is really, it's awful timing because I have to start thinking about my future and thinking about college and all of that. The one week I actually did feel pretty good was when my director emailed me and asked if I wanted to be a part of stage crew for their upcoming show. There wasn't a lot that I needed to do, but he just wanted to know if people would help out. So me and 2 of my friends went back to stage crew for a couple days, and that, honestly, it made my month. For that 1 week, all of a sudden, all my homework, I was doing it before like 6 when I would usually do it, or like 1 a.m. in the morning. Like I was getting everything done. I just wanted the day to get to drama club, you know? I was back to my old self for a little bit, and that's another thing I'm completely missing out on, is that part of me, the part of me that gets to be backstage and gets to work on these awesome shows. I completely understand. In-person students have a lot of struggles too. Most of my friends are all in person and I talk to them about it all the time. But I just know, from my personal experience, I think online school is a lot harder because as an online school person, you just get completely neglected from the usual school system. In-person school, you still have dress-up days, you still have, you know, people surrounding you versus just sitting alone in your room and watching a screen. Over the course of this year, as I said earlier, I have learned that online school is not a very effective method for schooling. At the end of the year, before quarantine and Corona happened, I was in a really bad place mentally, and I was struggling a lot, and I wanted to just be homeschooled, and I was like, this will be an opportunity for me to test that out. And testing it out now, I know that I cannot handle it. And it's not even just so much the social aspect, it's just everything about it. It's a lot more difficult than it sounds because there's a lot that you're missing out on. I completely understand that school systems, they didn't have any other option but to shove a bunch of kids online because, you know, there's a virus and there's a pandemic and there's things we haven't experienced before. But for future, I have heard rumors of them possibly taking away snow days and replacing it with online school, or just having people who just do online school. And I recommend not doing that because it's really hard to find motivation, especially if you're someone who procrastinates or you already struggle to find motivation in regular school. I don't think it is for you, or, well, at least it's not for me. Luckily, as of yesterday, my prom just got put back on, which I am really excited for. I don't really like dances, but I do love an opportunity to wear a fancy dress, and I bought my prom dress last October, I think, because I saw it and it was the dress I've always wanted to wear, so I was like, heck yeah. And they just, we got a new superintendent who planned field trips for each of the high school grades, and my grade is going to the Bronx Zoo, so I'm really excited for that. Although I don't have a lot of motivation now, I'm getting back into it. I recently took the SATs and got to see people again. I got to talk with people, and I'm excited to get back to my old self, really. Though I know I had plenty of opportunities to go back to school, another aspect of online school is that you can't really just jump back in because you're already so behind. There was a lot of times where we were just shoved assignments, extra assignments at night and extra homework because we were too late to do it in class. Anyway, no matter what form of school you're doing, I wish you the best of luck. We only have 2 more months, so hang in there, guys. Bye!